시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 니, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 산, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 히, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 니, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 산, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 히, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 니, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 산, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 히, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 니, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 산, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 히, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 니, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 산, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 히, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 니, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 산, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 히, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 니, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 산, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 히, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 니, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 산, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 히, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 산, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 히, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 니, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 산, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 히, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 니, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아, 산, 니, 산, 시, 고, 력, 시, 아. 자, one more take. 화이팅! 여기 스피드 뮤직까지 스피드! 히! 니! 산! 시! 고! 력! 시! 하! 그! 주! 히! 니! 산! 시! 고! 력! 시! 하! 그! 주! 화이팅! Showman 소리 뮤직하이, 사이먼 소리 뮤직하이. 스피드! 히! 니! 산! 시! 고! 력! 시! 하! 그! 주! 히! 니! 산! 시! 고! 력! 시! 하! 그! 주! 히! 니! 산! 시! 고! 력! 시! 하! 그! 주! 히! 니! 산! 시! 고! 력! 시! 하! 그! 주! 화이팅! Cantate 스토리 뮤직하이. 스피드! 히! 니! 산! 시! 고! 력! 시! 하! 그! 주! 히! 니! 산! 시! 고! 력! 시! 하! 그! 주! Alright, good job. So one thing, even if you can't do all of them, that's okay. Go at your own pace. But one thing you should definitely try to do for cantate is to make sure you swing straight down the middle with your arm. Okay? The shinai gets a little heavy. It's tempting to want to swing to the side like this. So try your best to keep it down this center line as you're swinging. So kind of you push up the shinai and then you pull it down and try to keep it in the middle.
Same thing going back. Like so. So just watch out if it's starting to go this way. And it is okay if you need to move your hand up a little bit, it's too heavy. But just try your best to still keep it right under there. Alright? Alright, Kamaite. Haisukuri Sanjukai. Stand up. Speak. Yes. Nei. San. Shin. Go. Look. Shit. Hot. Go. Go. Yes. Nei. San. Shin. Go. Look. Shit. Hot. Go. Go. Shin-Kokyu, hitch. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Spanto. Sets.
Men?
Actually, let's leave our men aside. Okay.
There's that. Let's go. Box up. Observez. Chemin. Vert. Senzeni. Vert. Onegishimasu. Okiani. Vert. Onegishimasu. Onegishimasu.
Okay, so before we start, a couple quick points of clarification. I'll spread that a little bit if you want me to. So when we go to Taito, actually, I'll put our shy away for a second and just go to Taito. Watch out that it's not too much on the side like this. It should be angled a little bit so that the center of the suka, the end of the suka, is aligned with the center line of your body or your belly button. Okay, so it's this idea you're reaching across like this. So that's one thing we want to make sure. And the other thing is when you're coming in, we do our 3 strides forward. We reach across as we're moving. We go to Kamae. When we go to Kamae Toku at the end, this is probably more important for kata, but it's good to practice in the dojo as well. Your blade should have an angle to it, so the string needs to face outward like this as we're going backward in Kamae Toku. Right? Okay, so Kamae, just remember for next time. Okay, first off, let's do some uriashi. So check your feet first. Make sure you've got a nice alignment with your toes lining up with the heel. Okay, so the toes of the left foot lining up with the heel of the right. Both feet need to be as straight as possible, okay? If they're angled or curved a little bit, with the heels pointing inward like this, we want to correct that. So they're both, we don't want them facing out, we want them like this. Okay, so, and bring them a little closer together. Just like, instead of wide like this, about hip width apart. And then your back heel kind of angle it outward. Excellent. Okay, so let's do Kuriashi back and forth 20 times. Right, so Pointe, And Hajime. Hitch. Knee. San. Shi. Go. No. 6. 8. 9. 2. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 8. 9. 10. And hold. Let's do that set one more time, but let's make our stride a little bigger than normal, okay? If our comfortable stride is a small one like this, try to make it a slightly bigger one, okay? As big as you can comfortably go without dipping down, all right? Let's give that a try. Break my tank, and Hajime! Hitch, knee, san, shi, go, look, hitch, hatch, good, shoot, hitch, knee, san, shi, yummy! Alright, so when we say yummy, freeze if you can, and just check your feet where they are. Alright? If you're doing something where they're far apart, or if you're going like this, it's like, okay, this is okay, or maybe you're tightrope walking, so just take that second and adjust them. The one thing I'm kind of seeing, we want to make sure that we're sliding, we're keeping our feet on the ground the whole time. So as we're moving, we want contact with the floor. Especially backwards, sometimes we're lifting and pulling. It's subtle, just a little bit, but watch out for that. Alright, so let's finish off that set, 10 more. And going forward or backward, make sure you don't lift the foot off. Hajime! Hitch! Knee! San! Shi! Go! Good! Hitch! Hatch! Good! Good! Good. And feet. Alright. Alright, so let's do the same thing. So that's our big version, alright? Let's do the same thing, we'll have the swing to it. Alright, so Zen Shinkotai, we'll do men. And men. Alright. Big swing and big footwork. Hajime. Hitch! Knee! San! Shi! Go! Hook! Hitch! Hatch! Good! Two! Hitch! Knee! San! Shi! Go! Hook! Hitch! Hatch! Good! Good! Alright, good. Alright, so back to just the footwork. Let's do 2 forward, 2 back, kind of a medium size now. So if that was our biggest, maybe we're finding we're dipping down, try a medium size. We'll go hitch, knee, knee. Alright, alright, so point A, and Hajime. Hitch, knee, 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 hitch. Yummy! Alright, check your feet. This is it's kind of a tightrope there, so you can spread them out. One other thing I'm noticing too, on the back, most everyone's doing pretty good footwork, but when we're going forward, it's good, and then sometimes when we go back, there's still a bit of a placing the back foot and pulling. Placing, pulling. What we want to do is push from the back foot. So when we're going backwards, it's a push, push, push. Okay, so you really want to feel the muscle in your front leg pushing you backwards. So it's almost like the back leg stays kind of stiff, or not stiff, but stays taut a little bit, and it's pushing back. We don't want bend, pull. We don't want that, okay? We want it to be, it's like, think of like a snowplow. The back foot's a snowplow. We're pushing it back. Okay? That's how I got you. Alright, squint today. 2 forward, 2 back. Hajime. Hitch, knee, 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 hitch, knee. of snowplow idea. Strange metaphor, but is if I keep my ankle a little bit stiff too. Not stiff, but active or awake. All right. So if you find your ankle is doing a lot of this movement as you're going back, I think it's better if it's a little bit. It's active. So you activate it when you start, and you push back. It's in that active mode. So hopefully there's not a lot of up and down play with the ankle as you're going backwards. Because that action, if you're active and you're going back, but you have to switch to forward again, you'll be in a better position to do that. But if there's this action and then it has to activate again, that's time that you don't have when you have to suddenly change directions. And it's also, I think it's a little more, it's harder on your joints that way too, if you have to do that action. All right, so let's try it one more time. But really try and see if you can keep both the back leg and the ankle kind of sort of flexed, or sort of a little bit of tension in it. Not locked, but some tension. All right, so let's give that a try. All right. Again, we're doing kind of a medium size forward. Hitch, knee, 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 hitch, knee. Okay, good. You can just adjust if anything's wrong. Let's do the exact same movement, small. All right? Hitch, knee, hitch, knee, hitch, knee, hitch, knee. And I think it's important too, both feet need to be in that active, kind of flexed, tense mode as well. All right? So let's do that, and maybe we'll even go a little faster with that movement. All right, so pointe, and hajime. Hitch, knee, 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 hitch, knee. Take a beat. And same thing with that one, especially, it's important not to let the toes leave the floor. So try to keep them on the floor the whole time. Hopefully there's nothing on this side that's gonna, I think the floor's better now. So, all right, one more time, smaller and faster, all right? Hitch, knee, the best you can. Your own version of that. All right, so still needs to be a kuriashi, but really small, really fast. All right, pointe, and hitch, knee, 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 hitch, knee. All right, good. I was actually doing 3 in a row sometimes, and it felt too short. But that last one is probably a little more useful for folks on the side of the room, but it's the idea where you're almost moving both feet at the same time, and it's good for some of those wazo we practice, maybe where we do a feint and we're trying to do physical seme. That footwork is good for that. All right, so let's do that last footwork or some version of it, and do a small bend after. All right, so sort of a hitch, knee, and see if you can do a man after. Okay. So you leave your feet awake and kind of tense, especially the left one, but be careful if you know your ankle's sore. So, and I'll move this up. All right, so let's try that, and then we'll do Zenshin across the dojo. All right, so pointe, and spin. Knee, knee. Once more. And once again. So maybe not the fastest one, sort of the medium small one. Sort of we'll do it. Ich, ni, son, shi, go, rup, to the side, and back. So just 4 directions. Alright, so my take. And zwei, ich, ni, son, shi, go, rup, six, hach, ku, you, ich, ni, son, shi, go, rup, ich, ni, son, shi, go, rup, six, hach, ku, you, ich, ni, son, shi, go, rup, ich, ni, son, shi, go, rup, six, hach, ku, you, ich, ni, son, shi, go, rup, six, hach, ku, come in. Alright. Alright, let's do, because we're doing 2 steps, it's harder to keep track. But let's do the same thing, but just 1 step each direction. I'm going to face you guys, so we'll go forward, this way, backward. Alright, and we'll do the smallest step. Alright, ready? Ich, ni, son, shi, go, rup, six, hach, ich, ni, son, shi, go, rup, six, hach, ich, ni, son. Alright, sorry, I messed this up. Alright, forward, backward, side, side.
Get.
Alright. Ready? Ich, ni, son, shi, go, rup, six, hach, ich, ni, son, shi, go, rup, six, hach, ich, ni, son, shi, go, rup, six, hach. I gotta shake it out for a moment. Alright. So that's a good one to do when you're at home, especially, we're not making them as small as we can, but you can do that with big ones, small ones, and there's also, you can do all 8 directions if you want, but most of the time we're going to use those 4 that we're just using today. Alright, so my tag. Alright, so come back center, and Somkyo. Osmanto. Alright, let's go for a minute. Let's get it. Sorry. All right, so we're going to practice a drill that we were doing when Forte Sensei was here to help with our Fumokomiyashi. All right, so what we're going to do is, I think on this side we'll open for you, and this is the drill where we're going to step in. We'll be about this far apart. We want to step into this distance, okay, just so that these two leather pieces are crossed. And then you're just going to raise your shinai straight up like this, and he's going to open for Kote. And what we want to do is really push off with our back leg. So we're going to push forward and really try and stretch out and let the shinai fall to the target same time that your foot hits here. All right? And then you can bring this foot up and step back and do it again. So we'll do this each, let's do it each 5 times. Or 4 times. And I'd like you guys to receive 2. Maybe in Priscilla's case, we'll just let her try it. But for everyone else, just open your kote like that. And your partner will do the same for you. Okay? Because it's not so much about the targeting, it's really about the footwork and stretching with our legs. Okay? Let's try that 4 times each. Okay.
So just
So you step in.
and go just like this.
You don't just go like this by moving
Just
your
go forward, your left hand goes to the side, and then just step back. Okay, and we'll take it here.
All right. Well, put your fists underneath like this.
Step back. Yeah.
Just left hand
And
over.
then you want to start here. Watch me. Come on. Start like this. Come in at a distance.
For the first
two, like this.
You might need to step in. There.
Got it very well.
Really push your back upward. There you go.
Keep this.
Just let your shinai drop.
Again. Lift up. Lift up.
Yeah, good.
Just lift the ear.
Boom.
Oh.
And
Isn't that good?
Actually, let's just have this backward rotate for now. So you guys move this way. Everyone else move this way. All right. Okay, once again.
So hold it by the butt, by the bottom, okay? This hand.
So bring your left hand, so your other hand up.
So
So
line up
there.
first.
You go both sides.
Here first. Step in. All right. Oh, sorry.
All right. So try to bend your body forward. Try to make it all.
Try to land at the same time as your foot. Okay? And when you bring it in,
So
straight.
come a little closer.
I'll be right there.
Just a minute.
Straight in the middle. Don't bring it off to the side, bring it straight. Okay?
Good. One more.
This time push really far. One more. Yes.
Shut. Allez, tu veux ça? Ankle dive. All right, let's try the same thing one more time. But this time, make sure you bring the back leg in. And you can try with 2 hands if you want. But really make sure that the left hand is the dominant one. And again, the main thing is closing that distance and making sure that the shinai and the foot are happening at the same time. Good. Yeah. Good. Excellent. Yeah. Very good. All right, so let's start a little far apart. When you step in, only step in your step. And extend your step in there. Yeah. Excellent. Now switch to two hands. Same thing, but with two hands.
Come on. Two hands.
Mostly use your left hand like this square.
Let this come back.
Just use your right hand to stop it from going too far.
And there you go.
Like if I pulled my hand away, the right hand would stop it. Yeah, just like that. That's it.
Open when your foot too soon. You go stop. Don't do it.
Good. Step not to lift this up too high. Try to make it like it just happens. And you step forward. Up. Good. One more time. See if you can do it without raising your knees up. Okay. Excellent. Good job. Great. Down step. Look at that. So you can go behind everybody, Priscilla. And we'll move this way. All right. Okay. Let's do that same exercise one last time, but do it like a normal kote and go into tai tai. Maybe you can do the same way. Yep. All right, so with your command, a little bit higher, a little bit. I think myself a little bit. I'll give it. Yeah. So when you combine, you kind of have a relaxed elbow. It's more when you finish the swing that the elbow should be straight. Alright, so in your case, try with the right hand for the moment. So just bring it straight up. Right hand underneath like this. Just kind of store it there. Like just underneath the shinai. And just let it. Alright, just let it drop like that. So this right hand's not doing anything, it's just kind of. So really step forward and let it go. Okay? Good. But see if you can do it without bending. Make it like a step like this. One more. Great. Now side. Everybody? Good? Okay, so let's try to apply that same logic to a small man. All right, we'll do big man first, okay? Let's do big man. But again, just make sure that you're following that same idea where we're stretching it as far as we can, and the hit is happening at the same time as your foot. Okay, so big man, let's do 3 times each. Actually, and now let's switch to all of us rotating. So we'll change directions to this way. Okay, safe. Alright.
So we're all rotating.
Come around this way?
Yeah. Are you saying that?
Yes, I think this is one more time back. Okay, so we'll do big man one more time. So a couple of quick things to keep in mind. When we step in for the big man, let's start at Toma, okay? And we can Toma or a little bit more, and we can step in to whatever our Uchima is, okay? So in this case, it's me. And again, we want to make sure that we're doing the same thing we were just doing with that Kote exercise. It's not really about the Kote, it's about the timing and the Fumakomi. So we want to make sure that it's mostly our left hand doing the work. So we're pushing up the shinai, and we want to make sure that we've got a nice big step to hit the target. All right, we want to have, and we don't want to lean forward. Part of the reason why we practice big man is to keep our upper body straight. So we want to make sure that we have a nice, sort of almost the same idea where we're doing this, okay? So when you do your big man, you don't have to go fast with these or worry about the swing being quick. Think more about the legs and the footwork, your lower chain, posterior chain. That's what we want to practice right now. So we're going to step into this distance and then bring your shinai up. And again, try to, if it helps, you can do the kotate, but try to think about your left foot and really go through with that. Okay? And just step into one time. Monodachi should try and remember your Uchima after that. Okay. So 3 times each. Everyone except Isaac and Priscilla, switch to small waza.
Hey.
And for the small waza version, try the small footwork to close the distance. So start from Toma, that small footwork we were doing at the beginning. See if you can do either, instead of like one step into Toma, or one step into Yoruchima from Toma, maybe there's 2 steps, maybe there's some kind of version of this, or maybe you try those fast ones before you do the small one. Alright, so try some of those smaller footwork exercises we were doing at the beginning to close that distance.
Very good. We do.
So just key up, no move. Now step. And then I open. Good. See that sound? That was a good sound for your mouth. So. Step in. Excellent. Don't forget to swing with overhead. So key out first. Step in. The other thing to remember, try to make it go faster after you hit. So it's kind of like you hit and then you're doing a victory lap. You speed up a little bit. Okay? I think Alright, so if it's 2 experienced players together, maybe try not opening too small. Okay? Use the small footwork to see if you can make an opening. Alright? You guys do it big one together, okay? Big one. Vicious.
One more set. Oh, okay.
Okay, so same idea. Maybe it's a little easier if you open, but make the opening a little unexpected. And let's not go full Zenshin across the dojo, shorter Zenshin. So, for Jamie for a sec. So the idea here, maybe you're coming in some way to sort of simulate creating the opening. So we're out of here. we're at Toma. We're going to use that small footwork we were practicing. All right, something, maybe we're not doing a big step in like this, because that's often a little bit obvious to step in like this. So maybe we're going to do something with our small footwork. You know, get it here, we get this, and maybe something around this distance, we turn. And from here, try to make it so that your foot is primed and ready for the next hit. All right, don't go so far that you can't get in. If you're too far from your Uchima, then that's where you can maybe use one quick step, getting your distance like that. But ideally, you'll turn at a distance there you could go again. Okay? And it doesn't have to be full speed or one breath, but just practice on having your feet ready and practice doing that small, quick okuyashi. With Isaac and Priscilla, still big night. All right. But if I step out of the way, then you move. Okay?
And you guys are coming. Switch it and follow the line, okay? Go straight. Knock me down with the back.
Straight, exactly.
Yeah.
Good. Alright, back to it. Alright, let's Alright, same thing. Onegaishimasu.
Make sure your foot's down. Same time.
So as you move your feet in, try to take that center a little bit. So you go in, there's one step, you step in like this. So we're just doing some small moving your shot forward. It's a very small window, but that's it. Back one more time. Good. Again, try to do it without going off center. You take center, and that puts me off center by you being. Okay? So one. I think the thumbs up. Okay, so we're uneven, so I'll rotate to you. Alright, so let's try one more. When it's Bogu and Bogu, let's both sides go. Okay, we'll do I now.
Hi.
Alright.
How many times does it take?
Let's do 4 times. 4? Actually, let's do 6. 6 altogether, because we're both going at the same time. And then if you're with non-Bogu, 3 times each.
You know my man.
You're going first, okay?
Hey.
You want to be first, and you want to be whole center.
Hey.
For this exercise. How about, just for this exercise, we trade Isaac and Austin. And then you guys do, how about you guys practice 3 côté, 3 men, okay? 3 côté, 3 men, big ones. All right, and we'll do Ironman one more time. And ideally, watch out for this kind of thing, where when you're going, you don't want to like sort of instinctively, if they're in the center, you don't want to instinctively try to go around and hit. The idea is that we're both going for center, and we both want to be in the middle. And if we both end up that way, and there's nowhere to go, then of course we're going to meet each other in the middle. In which case we're just going to do Zenia and separate. Okay? Alright. But just whenever you try to hit the center, try not to go around the line with a sign. Okay? Alright, so 6 times. I know. Alright, Bungu, take a look. You guys have one more to do? Or are you all finished? Not finished. Okay, you guys finished. Finish the second. Okay, let's do the same thing one more time. And just watch out that it's not, when you're going, if you're both straight, it's kind of hard to go past each other. So just make sure you're not like instinctively doing this, so you can get by. I think it's better for Ironman if you're both going. Ending up here is better than a clean sort of going by if you're both hitting center. Right? So just,
the type of Ironman you guys are doing, that's exactly how it should be. So like say if there's a winner, and then, I bait him, and that's different, right? But if you guys are just going Ironman, then it should be like what Federson is saying. Alright, together, and then back, and then up, and then back, because everyone's going together, right?
Alright, so let's try that variation one more time, and we can try the other variation. Alright, have you got it? No. We'll rotate this out. Okay, so let's try the other variation of Ironman. Alright, so just to make a distinction between the two, that first one we're doing is all about practicing going straight and not like, sometimes we have a habit in Uchikomi of hitting and instead of going straight through, wanting to go around a little bit. So that particular exercise is meant to try and fix that. The other one that Alessandro was kind of talking about is you're trying, like it's a race now. Who's gonna get there first? And in which case, it may be viable to go straight through with extension. So something like this, Since it's very fast, so I'll try my best, but we'll do the variation that we're just talking about. All right, so this one, you might do a little semi. That's the idea. So if you win, if you get the hit, then you go free. All right, so a variation of the knife. It's not purely going at the same time. All right.
How many?
So we're going to 6 times. Which one do you want to do? Since you're, want to do the one where you end up in the middle? I think it's another shot. All right, one more time with that variation. Jamie and I were doing the first one. But everyone else can do the see who wins version. And if you have someone with Nambogu, to make it interesting for them, open, like sort of give them a fast opening. Sort of, and be ready as soon as you see the opening to just go. Okay? All right. Okay, so let's switch to kind of a waza that incorporates a little bit of what we've been doing so far. It's a men's strike, and the idea is that you want to either move in with physical semi to try and create an opening, or maybe move in with a feint and then that creates an opening. But in both cases, we want to try and make use of that small footwork. So maybe you just move in like this and it creates the opening. If it doesn't, maybe you can feint a man, they step back, and you strike man. But the idea should be something like this. And I think maybe we can both try for men, but Kakarite is the one that's trying this one. Okay? So we're going to come in like this, and if I'm Kakarite in this instance, I'm going to try something to get him to open man for me, and he may also try and man for it could be something like that, or you can also try a men feint where you go like that. Okay? So actually, maybe we'll try 3 of both. 3 quick steps in where you close some distance, then do a men, and then 3 where you do a men feint and then a men.
Men.
All right. And I think you're with Nambogu. Let's do kote men. Okay? Kote men. Big ones.
Nice.
What's up? And then. Alright, so let's try that one more time. And you guys do Kote Man, this group. This group, it's the same idea as Kote Man, really. But the first one again, close the distance, go for man. The first set of three. The second set of three is this idea where maybe you go for, you're about to go for man, he tries out man, then you can do man again. Or sometimes what happens is the person will try and avoid it, so you need that second man. So if he's coming for a man, say, and I step back, then that second man is already primed and ready to go. Or again, if I do the feint from Tekarite, and then he goes for the man, so I come in, and then I've got my second man, hopefully primed and ready before he comes in. That's it, it's just a feint to create an opening, and then a second man to do it. But try to make the first man feel real, alright? Like you're actually going for it. Alright? So 3 and 3. 3 close the distance man, 3 man feint. Or feint man. Alright, and you guys both there man. Both there man. Okay, makes sense. Alright, one last thing, then we'll switch to Jigeko. All good, John?
Yeah, we did. After me before.
Okay. If you want to squeeze in one round of Keiko, we can switch to that now.
At the end here.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, so those are some good ways to kind of make use of that small footwork that we were trying to practice at the beginning. Now let's switch to something a little more conventional. It's another good, it's a kote waza. That's another good thing that uses the same idea. So we're just practicing this idea of coming in quickly, maybe a feint to man, and then actually hitting them. That waza works really good too if you feint for man, because sometimes people do this and it opens the kote. Alright, so you can come in like this and go for a man, and then get the kote and come in. Alright, so let's give that one a try 5 times. Okay. So step in with small footwork to feint the man. Monodachi is going to do this sort of block type thing, and then your kote is going. Alright? And again, we'll do the kote man. Actually, we'll do the kote hook. Kote hook. Yes! Maybe, actually, let's do kote man. Since I did. Alright, good. Now, what I want to see for both waza is your foot soft. Okay? Alright, let's try that one more time. So, Kote man, Kote do. Everyone else, same exercise.
Nice.
You open for me.
Now just do that. Whatever you can, just do that. Excellent. One more.
So if you feel me, you're like, crap. So why wouldn't I hit you if you're late, right?
Back.
No.
I'll stay put until we're even again. Alright, so this time, check your logo, check your shine. Make sure nothing's falling apart or splinters sticking out. And as soon as you're ready, we'll do Jigeko.
Hey.
When you're with down Bogu, please do Uchikomi with them. So open targets basically. And try to, move around in a Kuriashi like it's kind of like a match. And then for non-Bogu folks, when you're moving around like this, watch out for these signals. Go for man, go for kote. Don't be on the lookout, they're gonna happen suddenly, and you wanna go for it as soon as you see it. Okay? Okay. Hi?
Cut!
Hi?
Alright.
I feel like I'm in the library.
Alright, that's better.
Okay. One more time. Or, Jigeko.
Make it smile.
What's up? Alright, so this is close. This is action, not semi. If we want to semi, we're back in and you're here. Yeah! 3 seconds right.
Okay.
This is the we're playing here. This is like
Get into it.
it's either
You guys are doing
Allez, combien de chiens? D'accord? Alright, same thing.
Yo!